black sources. Craterhoof Behemoth, let's go. Okay, we're not even done here. Tyvar the Pummeler. Oh my god, this is insane. Tyvar the Pummeler after a Craterhoof Behemoth. Look at this board. Look at this board. Look how big we are. No way. Ladies and gentle mages, welcome back to another episode of Mana Man, and today I got a juicy for you featuring Craterhoof Behemoth. That is right, man. It's back. Let's just start off with the biggest behemoth of the deck. When this creature enters, creatures you control gain trample, +X in the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. So, obviously, it's an elf deck. So, this is the, obviously, we kind of needed some sort of, real finisher for elf decks in a while. I tried using the Gruul. If you're aware of it, let's go ahead and see if I can actually get rid of this thing. The Gruul Hulk, right? This thing. I tried doing this. This was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it didn't give things trample. It was a little cheaper, but it didn't give things trample. It actually was okay, but the thing is, we couldn't really do that because why? Because we have to run black. What you'll notice here is you have a really awkward split between mana. If you are going to be running cut down Duress, and obviously you could even be running more Duress and Dreams of Steel and Oil, these one drop, you know what I'm saying, they cost one, go for black. You're gonna have to have 14 sources of black, and because the Verge only gives green, not black, unless you have a forest or a swamp out in the first place, if you want to be able to cast these on curve, you're gonna have to make sure that you have enough swamps to be able to do this. And this is important why we didn't go in for the Gruul, I call it the Gruul Hulk, but why we had to just go in for Golgari is because you need removal. If the second they play down a mountain, you lose. I'm not kidding you. It's literally almost that bad. If you go for mono green and they just go and you're against mice, you have no shot. You can't block, you can't remove, you can't do anything. It's just over. So in this meta, trust me, you're gonna have to do that. I think I've blabbed on long enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into the nooks and crannies and the actual fun of the deck. So obviously elves, with the helps of 3 Tree City. I have a hard time saying that. I have a hard time saying everything on this channel, by the way. But with Tyvar the Pummeler, Gix, and Genesis Wave, these are the biggest mana sinks you have. Obviously with Elvish Archdruid, you're gonna have, this is the biggest mana sink thingy, and then you also have the 3 Tree City, which is a legendary, so I'm only running 1, but it does come up quite a bit. And then other than that, we just have a really ramp up deck. You obviously have to remove, you have to Duress, because this deck just gets laughed out of the building. If they have Wraths, or they have Split Up, or just any sort of Azorius Control, Sunfall, they just laugh at this deck. We don't apply enough pressure early, so that's why I have 4 Duress in the sideboard. I mean, we're not messing around. If we're going against anything control wise, we're going 4 Duress all day every day. But the goal of the deck is to get a Tyvar the Pummeler and pummel your opponent's face in, either with a Craterhoof Behemoth or a Pummeler. The reason I like Gix is, well, A, because you're already pre-committed to all of this black sources. We do have double black on Gix. It is also a mana sink. It doesn't come up a whole lot, but it does kind of give you an opportunity to do so. And you also get a little bit of card draw. This deck does kind of go low to the ground. It does kind of struggle a little bit with card draw. So every single time you get in with a little, if you have a Stalwart or a Loamspeaker or an Elite, this Elite also creates another little elf here. You do get a little bit of card advantage with Gix, and usually it is worth it to pay the 1. So that is actually really nice. And then of course just 1 big Genesis Wave. Maybe you should run 2, but I think with the Craterhoof Behemoth, we're just going to go ahead and focus on the Behemoth because this is the new card, and I've already ran Genesis Wave before, so this is pretty much it. Baloth for Pixie. Go for the throw, Anoint with Affliction just for removal stuff here. More cut downs, and again, we are so black heavy in the sideboard and with these early things in here. Trust me, I know you're going to see the 6 swamp despite all the green and be like, well, why do you have that? It's because you kind of just have to. Just trust me. If you want to go mono green, you can. Definitely you can. It'll just be a more casual deck, and this is more for the latter, so it just is what it is. There's no way around that. So let's go and give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do help out the channel financially, which means the absolute world to me. This is a grind, and they make the grind a whole lot less grindy. There is no Mana Man without the Mana Rocks. I guess this is a decent time to kind of go into a little side thingy here. I may try to start to experiment with faceless content. I do kind of, right now I've been a little bit slower just because it's kind of the slow period of Final Fantasy. So I might want to go in for a little more of a... If I could start maybe uploading a little bit more, but it would just have to be with my face off, because I don't always have the time to get on here and do that kind of thing, obviously making the usual content. So I could have more videos uploaded, even though most people would probably not like them, and I would use a different thumbnail to not fool you, to think that my face was on it. I don't know, let me know what you think about that. But either way, just keep in mind that only you cannot protect the ether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Life is risk. Oh, you are right about that, my friend. Boy, is it. So, I guess it's risky to keep the hand there. Nice little mulligan. All right. So, a little slow here. Obviously, we'd prefer to see a Llanowar Elf or maybe just a 2-drop in general, because might be in it for the long haul, but Meticulous Archive. I'm smelling like a little Jeskai Dragons action here. Okay, ooh, speak of the devil. Speak of the elf here. Elf Druid for 2 makes me feel a little bit better about our curve here, because we are playing against... I'm going to go for the Gix. If we're playing something... They also left open priority, unless it's an Elspeth Smite. Okay. As I said, that would have been actually really, really nice if we would have got a little card draw there. Because I opted to go in for Gix instead of Elvish Archdruid, so... Going for a little bit more of an aggro approach here. Sorcery speed 1 for 1. Honestly, not that bad. Again, we're just going to go in for Glissa. We don't really have a mana sink anymore anyway. It's one of the reasons why I love Gix so much in Elves, even though it's not enough for himself. Let's go and swing in here. If they have another, whatchamacallit, Elspeth Smite, we just cry. Oh! Well, I guess I could still have it, but... Go and take our... I know it's kind of weird with our mana base here, because it's obviously... You gotta have enough black to warrant running the cut down. So it is weird having like 1 forest and then 5 black. That's exactly why we have that 1 forest. Because you have to have at least 14 black sources if you want to run like Duress, cut down, etc, etc. So honestly, I would say this is pretty much like a Azorius Control's Wet Dream. This looks like it could be Azorius Control. I'm not sensing any Jeskai action here. This actually isn't horrible. I mean, the Leap Prom Visionary, we kind of want to get this down eventually, but I think the play here is just to go in for the Archdruid. Whether this gets countered or not, we're still going to be able to draw here, so this is fine. Elf. I don't know. That's not attack. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little nervous here about the Elspeth Smites. Maybe that's a little bit too passive, considering they've already used 2, so... Lockdown gets rid of 1, so we still keep 1. Another 1, okay. So let's go for a Visionary. We do have the 3. We're not really ready for like any sort of big mana dumps right now, so... Archdruid. Then we're gonna take a draw. Ooh, okay, Genesis Wave. There we go. Let's see if we can get a big old Genesis Wave going. I do prefer typically just going in for like the Behemoth or the Craterhoof. Let's do this now. That is a good sign though if they are looking to attack with their creature or their land. Ooh, okay, all right, that's gonna get rid of you, but like we still keep our Elvish Archdruid. Our Elvish Archdruid's not really. No, I'm just trying to think here. Do we want to go for the Genesis Wave? I mean, the Archdruids themselves give 2 each, so I think it's probably worth it, even though I could set up for a bigger one, and they could just, like, counter me later, so I think we just do this here. Let's go for a Genesis Wave for 6. That still feels pretty good. Genesis Wave for 6, baby. Let's just get it. What's the worst thing that could happen, right? Okay, not the end of the world. We get a little bit of land. We have a protection built in with the Pummeler. Some map token. Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, don't Sunfall me. Oh, we were gonna go for the Behemoth. Pretty good turn of events here. Only 1 green source, which again bodes kind of to the problem here. I think we can rock with this. That is, again, if you want to run like the Duress, the cut down, etc., you kind of really have to commit to 14 black sources if you want to use it on curve. So that could definitely bode not very well for us here. I guess we'll just get rid of a forest. I mean, we do have a Llanowar Elves. Presumably, maybe some draw with the Gix. I did have to sideboard in a Ghost Vacuum because I didn't really know what else to put in because I have like removal, obviously main decked, but this deck does not have any creatures, so I had to literally get rid of oh, speaking of the devil, there's my 1 Ghost Vacuum. Okay. I think we should, kind of in a weird spot here. Obviously we're kind of halfway I'm pretty much just... Let's do this. Okay. I was kind of expecting a whatchamacallit, a No More Lies. Guys, kind of suck that we don't get to draw off the Visionary, but I want to establish the board just so that we can go in for Gix and see if we can get some card draw. If they go for Temporary Lockdown, we're just cooked. That's just it, I think. Alright, it's better than Lockdown. What are you doing here? Oh, Demolition Field. I think it's fine. Okay, here we go. There's something I can do, right? Yeah, there's, can't tap a land for whatever the hell, so I can't really double up on land here, so it's whatever. It is nice to have that one singular forest, though. That's a 10,000 IQ deck building play. Okay. Yeah, I would like to maybe do something else here. This is totally fine, right? I could get down the Ghost Vacuum too, but I would rather just draw 2 cards. Let's go ahead and hit an untapped land. Don't get it. Alright, that sucks. Now at least we have a Duress. Duress is like our best... Okay. As long as we don't see a Wrath. But we don't, and that's good. I mean, honestly, we can deal with a Beza. Beza's kind of annoying, but like, whatever. The lack of land is not amazing. Not pleased to see that. So I guess we can, I guess we can just establish the board, I guess. If we just want to take a draw here. Man, damn it. Okay. Kind of take a... Yeah. We still have this. Maybe I should just draw the Archdruid. I wanted to get a draw going so we can spike into the land. We got... Oh, gosh. That's kind of like a weird blessing in disguise, as weird as that might sound. If they had one, I mean, we could have just gotten rid of it via the Duress, but if they don't have anything to clear the board, not very Azorius control-y of you. Another Demolition Field. Well, we do have our 1 green source if they want to do this. Okay. God, thank God. If we didn't have that 1 singular forest here, we'd just be absolutely cooked. Ooh, because we'd definitely have black sources, and that would just be a nightmare. But probably should have just gotten down the Archdruid and then just accepted that we would have lost if we got board swept. So, again, more swamps, which is pretty problematic because most of the cards we have are green. But Gix is double black, and of course the Duress cut down situation. Okay, here we go. Alright, well, I mean, I have to get some card draw here. They only have 1 mystery card in their hand, so worst case scenario, they do have like Elspeth Smite. That would be really bad, but seeming as they're blocking the Gix, I don't believe that's the case, which is nice. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of Leroy Jenkins in here, because I need some card draw, so yeah, definitely. This will be worth it. Alright, let's do that. Come on, green source. Come on, green source. I'll pay all the life. I'll pay all the life for 1 card. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Good God, come on. Come on, green source. Oh, I'm pretty tilted. Alright, no green source for me. Quite the nightmare, if I'm being honest. I guess we'll just get down the Loamspeaker. And the Ghost Vacuum. Alright. I think that's okay. Worst case scenario, like I said, a lot of these Azorius decks, they're actually not even really running Sunfall anymore. They're just kind of going in for the Wrath of God. Seemingly like they do have that right now, because otherwise why would they be swinging in? Or I guess they have another Beza, so maybe they just go in for another Beza. That's honestly okay. We can actually scoop up their Beza with a Ghost Vacuum, and I think I'll do exactly that. Sure, why not? Craterhoof Behemoth, of course. I have been really stingy with the Archdruid, but all this black, again, I know it seems really, really bad, but I don't think you have much of a choice. I really don't. I think you kind of have to commit to all this black if you want the removal and the Duress, or else you won't be able to cast those very consistently. Let's go in for Glissa. Yeah, obviously, if we get swept, we're just looking horrific. But if we don't, we're looking... You see the vision. You see the vision. Alright, hopefully they're just going for the Overlord. That's great. Honestly, honest to God, that's pretty good. They tap out, That means they don't wrath. Like, it's pretty good. Guess we'll do this. Might as well do this. Nope. Let's go for you. I guess we can buff the board with this, and then the Gex could also have us draw cards. I don't think I'm really ready to pop this yet. I think I'd rather go in for Behemoth, but we'll see. God, we could get really greedy here. I could also just Genesis Wave. Maybe I should just Genesis Wave first. Genesis Wave will also give us land. I mean, the Behemoth is obviously amazing, but I have to... Maybe it's Genesis Wave first. The reason why I kind of like the Genesis Wave is because it gives you permanents, which are lands. I did the mental math here. Hopefully I am correct. I think I am correct here. Tap you. Or I guess I could type yeah, artifact, so I can actually tap Ghost Vacuum, I guess. Alright, we didn't find a Behemoth or anything like that, but we did get a lot of things. Okay, here we go. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna play anything with the elves. No, I don't think so. Just because, like, if they board wipe me, I guess I want to, like, be able to reload a little bit. So swing with the Glissa. I'm assuming they just chump block. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Okay. But, I mean, next turn, I mean, if we unleash a Behemoth here, it's game over. So, I'm kind of halfway expecting a board wipe, but then we can Ghost Vacuum. If they're going to swing in here, I think it's probably going to be Wrath time. They have to have one eventually. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to swing. I mean, I can just block with Tyvar and then tap it. And then give it indestructible, which I will do. Unless I'm missing something. Which I don't believe I am. Let's tap anything. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Down to 7, which is a little scary. If I can't find a way to finish off the game, I mean, I do have to be careful. I have 7 life. Okay, so just for all tapped creatures, I'm going to keep my Tyvar, and it does hurt. They lose some of their own creatures too now. It's kind of worth noting. Because they do have sneaky lethal, kind of, almost. If they want to activate the Restless Anchorage, I already know that. Alright, we're in a really weird spot here. So, Elves actually kind of screws up my brain here. So, we're going to get more green. So essentially, if we cast Llanowar Elves, we just get Llanowar Elves for free, because we get a green for each elf. I don't know if I want to use the Visionary to also draw maybe 1 card first, and then the Behemoth also gets bigger as we do this. So I guess we do that, right? Jimmy Neutron, Brain Blast. I don't see any way this hurts unless they have a Tidebinder and they tie it. No, they can't. That's a mana ability. Come on. We're good. We're good. I mean, I don't want to use Pain Lands because that would take me down to lethal range, really. But I guess I don't really care that much. And we're getting greedy here. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, right? Alright, so we got 5 green sources. Another elf. Let's do it, baby. Craterhoof Behemoth. Let's see what you got here. No, don't count. Okay. That sucks because we can't even Ghost Vacuum it now. Oh, no. Alright, that sucks. Okay, alright, no problem, no problem. Honestly, because I was going to say, even if they countered it with like 3 steps ahead, it's honestly not that big a deal because we could just Ghost Vacuum it. But if they exile it with no more lies, yeah, honestly, just atrocious. We're not out of this yet, though. They do not have enough for lethal. They've got 6 in the air with the Anchorage, so I have 7 life. Okay. Yeah, I think we're looking... I don't know. Are we looking okay? Anchorage. I don't mind this, though. It gives us a turn to kind of breathe here. Obviously, I don't have our Cavern of Souls. They only swing with 1. That's interesting. That's interesting, alright. Map. I mean, I don't mind that. Yeah, map token. If you want to go exploring, totally fine with me. They don't tap out, which would have been honestly a godsend. I think I am kind of tempted to go in for their Overlord, so I have blockers in case I want to activate this. But I think we're just gonna go in for we're just gonna go in for power, baby. Could get another Archdruid. I mean, just buffing up the board is pretty good. I mean, 14 life. Maybe I should do that. We'll see. We'll find out. I do have Tyvar, if nothing else. Basic with his life. Am I ready to swing yet is the question. Let's do this because I think I'm just gonna go in for, oh my god, a behemoth. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in for the ghost vacuum and go in for the whatchamacallit. So they're gonna either have to block. I haven't Elvish Archdruid did yet. I think I should try, right? We have enough to go for behemoth. Hold on. Let me see. What's the I might have to go into full control here. So let's go for this. Bang. All right. I think we have to go full control then, right? Okay. Auto pay? No, get rid of the black sources first, please. Yeah, we'll do that. And now we can auto pay. Like whatever. I don't use up all my green sources. Those are precious. I don't need that. This is gonna have me keep all my black sources. Craterhoof Behemoth. Let's go. Okay, we're not even done here. We're not even done. Tyvar the Pummeler. Oh my god, this is insane. Tyvar the Pummeler. After a Craterhoof Behemoth, look at this board. Look at this board. Look how big we are. No way. Let's go. That was sick. Marciano. Hello, hello. I guess we're going to keep this. I'm going to be kind of greedy here. Let's be greedy, right? I mean, we have a cavern. That's basically a green land, right? If they don't, like, torch the tower or cut down the elf immediately, we're fine. We're fine. And they're not gonna. I'm not even worried about it. Warden of the Inner Sky. Alright, so maybe we do a little bit of board building here. This is a pretty simple spot. We're just gonna go ahead and Duress. Take a peek at what you got in the hand. Wait, what the hell is this card? I've seen this card before. I forgot what it does. It costs 2 less if you cast another spell this turn. 2 1/1s, power 4 or greater. Let's go ahead and kill the whatchamacallit. Shelter by Ghost, because Tyvar obviously can give indestructible. So Shelter by Ghost exiling just seems kind of like a natural inclination. Oh wow, they actually got a Mockingbird, the Loamspeaker. I guess that makes sense. I mean, it is ramp. Like, why would you not want to? I suppose that makes sense. We have enough land here, right? I'm really tired. I apologize. This is obvious. 3 + 2. Oh yeah. All right, we got 2 dorks, 3 lands. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this can kill me. They can't cast this yet. I guess maybe I'm just thinking like maybe do we even have to go for the elite? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I was kind of halfway debating on swinging with the land. That's the word. A land. But then we wouldn't have had anything tapped out. It doesn't matter anyway. We got a behemoth. Let's go ahead and just swing it. I think because we do have enough to buff the board. Yeah, we're good, right? Let's leave 1 back in case we have to do like the indestructible nonsense, but this should be okay. Wonder what their plan is here. Okay, yeah, this is pretty easy, right? Let's just buff the board. Tyvar, the Pummeler. Yeah. Okay. Chump block, but they do get to keep it, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe a little bit of a misplay there. Probably should have swung in with my other creature there. Ooh. Wow, that's alright. It's quite late where I am right now. I want to squeak in a video. I haven't done one. I'm kind of off my upload schedule. Such is life. But this deck is going pretty well right now. fine. Yeah, I mean, that's a cool card. I definitely do Jeskai Cutter decks run that. I don't think so, but it's, you know, is what it is. Still one off from being able to go for Craterhoof Behemoth, but now we have just a free reign to go for Tyvar the Pummeler, so again, gotta have to be a little careful, because on the back end, they could just kill it if I don't leave anything to tap out with, so I guess we'll do this. Becomes a 3/3 with Vigilance and Haste, correct? Drowner. That's actually pretty unfortunate, because now the Pummeler, they can get rid of the Pummeler without killing him. That sucks. There's not much I can do. I can still activate the ability at any time, though, so I guess we're not really in any sort of hurry here. But I don't have to worry about it. So, tap for 5. I think I can swing in. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, let's do that, right? Because with the elf. Okay. This doesn't have vigilance. No. Okay. I always get that mixed up. It's Wren. I think there's a 3-drop. The 3-drop Wren gives vigilance on the forests. Nevertheless, that's fine. I almost screwed that up. Thank God I didn't. Let's get big. Looking pretty good here. The only thing is, like, I don't even really care about that mentor card. We're not even big enough, first off, and then they have to use this. Warden's a little unfortunate. Okay. And a land. Let's go. Oh my gosh, let's go. Craterhoof Behemoth. We're going to steal another one, I think, right? Ooh, I think we're going to steal another one. +5/+5. We swing in. We got trample. Craterhoof Behemoth, baby. It's back in standard, and it just feels so damn good. So far, things are going damn well. I mean, honestly, especially that first match was so sick. I mean, can't really complain. Things are going very well right now. Alright, I did get a little greedy. We are on the draw. Probably would not have kept us on the play. Maybe, I don't know. But because we're on the draw, you have that extra chance to, well, you know, draw into a land. And we also have some dorks here, so I think we can kind of justify this. There we go. See, we're fine. It is a little weird that he went for Mockingbird on turn 1 to copy nothing. It's kind of weird, but I'm just going to kill this bunny corn. If this gets any bigger, we will not be able to cut it down, obviously. So let's just cut it down while you have the chance. I think it's way better. Okay. I guess we might as well go in for Dreams of Steel and Oil in case you got that kitty cat. The kitty cat is annoying. This exiles it, so it won't come back. Oh, and they do. Oh my god. They do have Tidebinder. Yeah, it's just the kitty cat. The kitty cat is absurdly good. The thing is insane, so pretty obvious there. I think we might... Hold on. So you've got a Tidebinder. And I know you have a Tidebinder. But if I go for Tyvar, they'll know to keep the Tidebinder in place. So let's do this. Okay, they're gonna counter this. So if they didn't have a counter, I probably would maybe go in for Loamspeaker. But instead we go in for the Loamspeaker, make a 3/3 forest creature. Okay, so we're back in that same dilemma that I was kind of explaining. Probably didn't explain it very well. Apologize. Alright, let's not do that again. Let's go for the Loamspeaker. And I think they actually are threatened by this. So let's go for Loamspeaker and do this and create a creature out of this land. And then they might go for Tidebinder. Yes! Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, they go for Tidebinder, and this is not that big a deal. Like, yeah, okay, you just block the ability for it to become a creature. Not that big a deal. So now we go for Tyvar, and now this is the Tyvar. It would be a nightmare if we had Tyvar Tidebinded. Tyvar, Tidebinded, Tyvar, Tidebinded. Say that 5 times fast. This is way better now. If we have Tyvar, you know, whatever, free from the bindings of Isaac. I should go for. I think we might as well just rip this, right? Whatever. Let's just rip it. Oh. I almost feel bad. That's crazy. We ripped 2 kitty cats from him. Oh my god. Well, we got 7 more lives. It's fine. Alright, I think we just swing in here, right? I mean... We can just activate this at will. They don't have any more Tide Binders in their hands, so let's go ahead and just swing in. We can swing in with one more thing, right? No, we can't. Let's do this. Let's not. Okay. I changed my mind. So they don't even do that anyway. Whatever. Let's buff up the board. Because we're going to need one untapped to keep him safe. Just in case they have a get lost or something. Like, I don't want to risk that. So I'll keep the Loamspeaker untapped. I can't believe it. This deck is working very well. So, Luca D10. How you doing here? I should go ahead and keep this. Looks pretty good. Don't know what we're playing against. I have been one to play Bitter Triumph rather than the Go for the Throat. But so I am a little bit nervous about that. In case we run into like a Planeswalker or something. Grill Claw's Heist. That's actually pretty bad. Wow, that's actually pretty bad. So they just get rid of the Tyvar. It's actually really bad. Wow, really bad. Wow, yeah, it's actually put the wind right out of my sails, huh? All right, so we're kind of a little awkward here. Tyvar is pretty much our only real threat in our hand, so... Damn, that was actually kind of surprising how bad that is. Because, like, usually you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff in this type of deck. Because it's usually just like a bat. So then you can just go for the Throat It. Or a Duress, which we scathed by anyway. So. Yeah, we're just going to go in for the Elite. I don't think there's really much to think about here. Hopefully we can just kind of get under them. Yeah, whatever. Sometimes it's the 3-drop Wrenn, I believe, correct? And I think the 5-drop Nissa from way back when gives these creature lands vigilance. But obviously the Loamspeaker does not. But it's still a 3-3, so kind of underrated. Like, you can just use a 3-3, bash your opponent's head in. A little better than a 1 power, so. That's unfortunate. As long as they don't maybe drop down a big demon. Maybe 2, because we can handle 1. We can go for the throat on 1, so. Oh, I don't like that. I'm not a fan. All right, so if we get a little son of a bitch. Okay, that's really bad. Swing in. All right, so that's good. It's not untapped. Damn it. All right, so we're gonna stare down a demon. They got rid of all our stuff. Now they're gonna start gaining. Ooh. Don't call it a comeback. I have to rip this right now. I could be greedy and wait a turn, but I just can't. If they Gruul Claw heist me, I just have to, like, cry. So let's not do that. Yeah, it's for 3, but, like, it's still better than nothing. So let's go ahead and rip this. Okay, not that bad. Not that bad. I mean, yeah, okay. Not the end of the world, to be honest. That is interesting. They've got a lot of stuff in their hand. No way. What are you doing? Wait, no, hold on. Oh, no way, you just threw it. Unless you have a cut down. No, cut down doesn't work. Oh, you just threw it. You got greedy, my friend. We just swing out, right? Yep, we just swing out. Block my biggest thing. Oh, you've got enough to go through. You got greedy, my friend. You got greedy. I mean, they had to have thrown that. They had to have something in their hand better. I can't believe they gave me that last match. That was pretty crazy, but hey, here's what it is. They literally had to have had that. They had like 5 cards in their hand, unless it was all lands, which I guess is possible. I'm like, if they just didn't swing, they probably just would have, like, I'm sure they would have got me. Let's give him a cry face. Loamspeaker, yeah. It's okay. I guess we'll drop this. We're not looking very good here, though. Let's do this, because what I have a feeling. If I go for Loamspeaker, they'll kill it, maintain efficiency. Next turn, they're going to go for a Nex and tap out, and that'll give me a chance to go for Gix to swing in for a card draw. All right, that worked out well. We're still, like, behind. We're not looking good, but, like, this is goody-ish. All right, so if we would have went for Loamspeaker, I think they would have just killed it on command. We wouldn't have been able to get those extra card draw, which could matter. It could. Another Behemoth. I did cut down the Behemoths down to 3. I'm typically just running 4, but with this kind of deck, I wanted to scale it down a little bit. Let's go for the throat. They still got a Get Lost. Got a Pummeler. I mean, can't do a whole lot right now, because the Pummeler takes 2 green sources, which is not good. Yeah, God, we're showing off that problem. I think that's one of the biggest bottlenecks of it right now. And I know you could be like, well, why not just make it mono green? Is because the second they put down a mountain, you have to scoop. That's why we're not running mono green. It literally is that bad. So I think this is okay. I know they're gonna kill it, but like, what are you gonna do? I can't just like not play my cards, I guess. Yeah, I don't feel we're cooked. I'm not running Snakeskin Veil or anything like that, so there's no point in kind of waiting for that aspect. And now I can use map tokens, maybe. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little surprised they didn't just go in for the, whatchamacallit, the demon. But... oh. Oh, that's because they had another one. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I think we're just going to start ripping off these map tokens. Let's make sure we use black. Tap land, gross. No, why is it giving me that? Tap land, I guess. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. We want an untap land here for this Craterhoof Behemoth, but it's looking pretty bad right now. If that was untapped, we could have gone in for elite and then this whatever the hell. If we top deck into an untapped land, I don't think it's enough though. Like no matter what we do, the Craterhoof Behemoth, because they almost have lethal here. So like I don't think we're gonna be inhabitable. We just need removal. Oh Jesus! For some reason I keep forgetting that Gix's command is even like in the yeah I'm gonna sacrifice it. I can't. Yeah, they just got me. All right, let's clank it up, man. Clank it up. Yeah, I think you got me. Let's go ahead and concede here. Oh, I guess that works too. They'll finish me off the old-fashioned way, but yeah, that kicks command. Round 3, fight. I guess we'll keep this. It's a little sketchy. The Arnhem looking, that's nice. If they cut down the elf turn 1, I mean we're just screwed. Because this could get screwy with our 2 green sources needed for the visionary. No! Oh, that's so bad. Come on, green source. Oh no. Oh no. Can't really drop down the elite for a friggin' 2-drop vanilla. Oh, this is bad. I think we're gonna have to just hope that we top deck into a green source and then go for visionary, and this is bad. Alright, I guess we'll get rid of the preacher. I see a lily. I think the lily is just like I guess this is kind of what I was going by, the go for the throat and bitter triumph. I have really been more prone to use that card, but yeah, these behemoths are dead in the water. We're not going to be able to cast these. I think the lily's just going to outpace us. We get another Dreams of Steel and Oil. I am running 2 of these Dreams of Steel and Oil. Obviously not looking very good right now, but I think this is going to be a non-game. I don't mean to be pessimistic, but this is not going to work. Go for that. Yep, sure. Okay. We did get it. They're still just going to kill the visionary. Yeah, I think Lily is just a powerhouse, man. No one runs a Lily anymore. Good card. If I knew they had Lily. Yeah, I think I can't really beat myself up for that. I mean, really realistically, like, I have a Baloth in my sideboard, but I mean, I can't beat myself up for that. God, opponent, come on, man. Yep, okay. Damn, come on, man. I think this is the worst way to play Magic, is like when you have a 0.0000001% chance of winning and they rope, but you still like have to play it out because you technically aren't like dead, but you have to play it out, but it's like literally almost 0%. It's like I think it might be zero. I think it might be 0% at this point. Yeah, I think the Unholy Index has just got us crushed. Yeah, when you got us, you got us. I think even a Genesis Wave isn't going to help us. They're drawing cards every single turn. I top deck into a land. That's going to get rid of it. Yeah, this is not even a green source, so even with Genesis Wave, we're just cooked. So, yeah, Genesis Wave. Okay, bit of a non-game there, but we'll go ahead and clank them up. GG's, and yeah, can't win them all.